All right, welcome everybody. Hope you have had a good day. We have got one new product released tonight. We're also going to do a couple of memorabilia breaks. There is some information to go over before we get started breaking. We're going to do that. And then there are going to be several teams available tonight. Yeah, because, well, there just are. Lots of people like to bid and don't pay. But we're going to go over all of that and more starting now. As soon as I get our spreadsheet up here, that is. All right, so feedback. It is completely automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get the same in return. And of course, the second and far more important thing there is to say thank you. I especially appreciate those of you who do actually pay your bills and those of you who pay them on time. We see too many people that bid and don't pay these days, especially it seems like in lower price breaks, right? I remember now why I stopped doing one box breaks and memorabilia and all that. Yeah, this is a reason why. All right, so here's what's coming up in the days ahead. Tomorrow night, we're going to break a case of Contenders football, and Veteran Base does not ship in that break. You can find more details about that in the listing description. On Friday, it will be a Leaf Autograph Baseball Bat, another case of Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition, and then we're going to open a 16-box case quantity of Crown Royal Basketball. Those are loose boxes from two different cases, okay? So it's 8 from one case and 8 from another case. On Saturday night, it's going to be a pair of Leaf Autograph Multisport jerseys, 2016 Black Gold Football single box, and another case of Leaf Metal Draft Baseball. And then Sunday and Monday are both going to be off nights. All right, so let's take a look at our shipping information coming up next. Okay, so we have a couple of free shipping breaks tonight and one paid shipping break. Our free shipping breaks. That is going to be our autographed baseballs and our autographed football. Free shipping stuff is always projected to go out approximately 7 days after the auction ends, meaning it will go no later than that. It may go sooner, probably will, but should not go later. If you get skunked in one of those memorabilia breaks and your team is not the team pulled, then your consolation card or cards would typically be held to ship with your next package since it is a free shipping break. But if you want it sent sooner by itself in just a plain white envelope and a stamp kind of deal, send me a message on eBay and let me know. I'll take care of it for you. Our paid shipping break, that's our Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition, should be out the door no later than Saturday. Realistically, I think it's going to be sooner than that, but it definitely wouldn't be later than that. And if you were to get skunked in that break, your consolation card or cards will ship out with the rest of the break since it's a paid shipping break. Now I'm going to bring you back to me for a minute, and let's take a little sneak peek here and see what all is unpaid and see who might want to give it a home. All right, so in our break that is coming up right now, the autographed baseballs, I have the Mets and the Nationals. Both are unpaid, and stupid me, this guy has done this to me before, and he gave me some sob story that I was stupid enough to believe, so I didn't block him, and I let him bid again like an idiot, and then here we are. So see, that's why. I should never, I am way too trusting of people. Yeah. Well, this time, there is no sob story getting out of this one. All right, so in autographed baseballs, Mets and Nationals are available. Out of the autographed football, the Kansas City Chiefs available. And out of Archive Signature Series, the Tigers are available. So I'm going to tell you what they were bid for or bid up to on eBay. And then if somebody wants all of them, then of course I'm going to, give preference to a person that wants more than one. If not, we can sell them out one team at a time. The Mets ended at $15.50. The Nationals ended at $8.50. That's in the autographed baseball. The Kansas City Chiefs in the autographed football ended at $10.50. And the Tigers in Archive Signature Series ended at $23.83. All right, so if somebody wants some of that, jump in there and let me catch up on chat real quickly. Jay Allen and Terry are here. Hi. A. Rodrigue 29 is here. Buckeye's here. Oh, Terry, you weren't late. You got yours in, man. You're all good. And hi, Jeremy. Hi, Carlos and Freedom. Freedom, you want the Nationals in the autographed baseball? Is that correct? All right, let me write I'm going to write this down because I'm going to update this spreadsheet all at once. So, Freedom, you have got the Nationals in the autographed baseball break for $8.50. In a minute, I'm going to put in a PayPal address, and you can shoot it on over that way. I'm keeping reading down through here. Terry, you said the guy jacked you up on the Mets and then didn't pay. That's always the way, isn't it? James, you want the Kansas City Chiefs for $10.50 in the football break. If that is correct, sir, please confirm that for me in chat, and I will pencil you in for that. Terry, you're going to pick up the Mets in the baseball. All right, I'm writing you in for that. And on the Chiefs, Jeffrey, it sounds like we've already got them picked up by James, but it was $10.50. But I think James has already picked up that spot, I believe. And all right, James, you do definitely want the Chiefs. Okay, so guys, that leaves us only with the Tigers in Archive Signature Series. Does anybody want the Tigers in the case break of Archives Signature Series? Meanwhile, I'm going to type in an address right now. This is what I use for PayPal, but I never read correspondence here. So don't send me messages there because they'll go into a black hole. I will never see them. But PayPal, yeah, that's the way that it's going to roll. Okay, so the PayPal address that I just typed in, that is going to be for Freedom, sending $8.50 for the Nationals. It's going to be for James, sending $10.50 for the Kansas City Chiefs in the football break. For Terry, sending $15.50 for the Mets in the baseball break. And then we're still setting on the Tigers that sold for 23 and some change, so let's call it 23 for the Tigers in the Archive Signature Series if somebody wants that stuff. Meanwhile, give me a second here to go in and get some stuff canceled out so that we can get all this stuff taken care of. See, and that's how these people get to keep doing this, right? Because they know we're going to have to cancel out their bids to resell the spot, so they just don't even get unpaid item strikes, and they just get to keep doing this forever and ever. It's really a pretty ingenious system, I think, on their part, for the most part, except they get blocked, I imagine, a lot. Okay, guys, this will take me just a minute, so hang tight, please, while I am working on getting all this squared away. And David, did you want the Tigers, or Freedom? Do you want the Tigers? Either one of you were both talking about it. If one or the other of you wants it, let me know. If not, we'll open it up again for somebody else to pick it up. Let me go get our spreadsheet updated. Got one or two more little things to get done here, and then we'll be underway shortly. Almost ready to go. All right, come here, spreadsheet. All right, so the Mets, that's going to Terry. Well, shoot. I do that every time. I think I'm typing in the box, and I look up and I'm typing somewhere just out in space on the spreadsheet, nowhere even in the box. How crazy is that? Okay, that is next going to, I got one more to fill in here, guys, getting there. All right, the football, let's get down here to that one. And that one's going to James. Okay, so I've got that part done. So what did anybody decide? Did anybody want, David, did you want the Tigers? Does anybody want the Tigers in that Archive Signature Series break? Where are we setting with that, guys? Anybody at all want them? All right, meanwhile, back at the ranch here, It looks like, James, you're all set with the Kansas City Chiefs. You're all paid up and ready to go for that one. And we are all paid up for Freedom and the Nationals and the baseball break and the Mets. And Terry, you're all good to go too. So we're going to go ahead and break this early stuff, and we'll make another pass at the Detroit Tigers when we get through these first couple breaks. We'll try again, see if anybody wants them. All right. Okay, so we are going to do 3 2019 TriStar Game Changers autograph baseballs. This is break number 2, ended tonight on eBay, Wednesday night, the 29th of January. Team names are on the left-hand side, winning bidders across from. Our unpaid teams, of course, you'll see there highlighted in yellow with the person who picked them up on second chance. So the Mets now went to Terry. Freedom picked up the Nationals in this break. So we get that stuff squared away. And we're going to see what baseballs we have. We'll swing back around and take a look at that other in a minute. Oh, Jeffrey, you thought Freedom... I don't think Freedom picked up the Tigers. I think it was an inquiry about it, but Freedom actually picked up the Nationals in this break, the autographed baseballs. And it looks like, David, you're offering 15 for the Tigers. Jay Allen, you typed in 23, Josh. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. You need the Phillies in here. All right, we'll try to find you some Phillies while we're at it. Where's our little... There's no little card for this one. Usually there's a little, you know, informational card, but for some reason there isn't. All right, if this is an active player, it's going to go to their current team. And if it is a retired player, it's going to go the team they played for the longest. I also just realized watching the camera autofocus that I had forgotten to change up the focus. So now I have, and we shouldn't have to deal with that anymore. Oh, our little card's in there tonight. Oh, it's Rod Carew. And Rod Carew, as we know, played for more than one team. So we're going to have to go take a little look and see where he played the longest. So there is your Rod Carew autograph on there. And your TriStar hologram authentication. These are basically just in baggies, but I don't like to add my fingerprints or finger oils or whatever to them, so I don't mess with it. I'll look that up at the end of the night. We'll see which team he actually played for the longest. I don't remember, honestly, if it was the Angels or the Twins, which one was the longest. So we'll check it out, find out where it goes. All right, rolling around next. Out of the second box. I guess they're putting all... Why did I think the little cards were out separate in this product? They're in the bag, so apparently I was wrong. All right, this is Harold Baines, and one would assume that Harold Baines is probably going to be a White Sox, but once again, we will verify that. That is hard to know which way is the correct way for up on his signature, but I'm going to think it's probably that direction. And there's our TriStar hologram authentication for Mr. Harold Baines, who we will also check out and make sure I've given you the correct team as far as where he played the longest. Okay. Let's see here. But didn't Harold Baines, wasn't he also an Expo? He was a bunch of things, wasn't he? He wasn't just a White Sox, was he? I don't remember him being just a White Sox anyway. I don't know this guy at all. Louis Tiant? You got me. I really don't know that guy. But there is his signature, anyway, and his hologram authentication. Now, I'm going to go look all this fun stuff up. Isn't that fun? It's fun, fun, fun. Okay, give me 1 second here. I cannot see chat while I'm looking this up, by the by. First one I'm going to check out is Rod Carew. Obviously, we know it's either going to be the Angels or the Twins, but I don't know which one was the longest. So let's go find out. And it is the Minnesota Twins. Looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 years there. and 2, 4, 6, 7 years with the Angels. So the Rod Carew, we now know, goes to the Minnesota Twins. Well, I guess I need to put him back in his fancy little gold bag before I put him in there, don't I? Yes, that would be better. Put his little card back together. Okay. So baseball number 1 to the Twins with the Rod Carew. Now we're going to look up length of service for Harold Baines, our next guy on the block here. And see if I'm right or wrong about that one. Well, come on, buddy. All right, Harold Baines. He played a bunch of years with the White Sox. I knew that already, but let's see how many. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in total. Then their next closest was Baltimore. Looks like there were about 7 of those. Handful at Oakland, maybe 3 years, a couple with the Rangers, and one with the Indians, which I don't really remember at all. But anyway, it's definitely the White Sox winning that one with 14 years of service from Mr. Harold Baines going to the Chicago White Sox. Now we've got one more left to look up. And that's this guy that I don't actually know at all. Like at all. And you all are probably typing into chat exactly who it is. I know, but you also know I have to go look it up. If I have to make sure it's right when we're doing this sort of thing. So, and the winner is, all right, 2, 4, 6 years in Cleveland, 1 in Minnesota, 2, 4, 6, 8 years in Boston, a couple with the Yankees, 1 with the Angels, 1 with the Pirates. So looks like Boston Red Sox is our winner. I don't know why I don't remember this guy. Played like 100 places for 20 years. I don't remember him at all. I don't know why. Must have been absent that day. Okay, so the Red Sox getting our third and final baseball, all happily verified now. Okie dokie, kids. We are now going to take a look at our autographed football, but let's get, oh boy, I just did something super weird, which I didn't mean to do, but I can fix. There we go. Yeah. So, did you hear me talk about this a minute ago? Maybe, probably, hopefully. If you hit one of the free shipping items, which is our memorabilia, it'll be on the way to you no later than Wednesday, a week from today. Might go sooner, won't go later. If you're in the memorabilia break and you do not get a hit tonight, your consolation card or cards will be shipped when your next package goes out, unless you send me a message telling me you want them sooner. Archive Signature Series Active Player should be shipped no later than Saturday. If you get skunked in that one, consolation cards will ship out when the rest of the break goes because it is a paid shipping break. All right, so this is a 2019 TriStar Autograph Football break number 4 of this item. Also ended tonight on eBay Wednesday night, the 29th of January. Had an unpaid team in here too. That was the Chiefs, and that was picked up kindly by James there, so we thank him for that. Everybody else, you're going to see your username across from the teams. All right, let's get our football groove on. All right, so there is, I'm showing you just, this is how they do these. There's just red tape on the top and the bottom. So that's how we know that, you know, it's sealed up, I guess. Yes, that's the easiest way to say it. That's how you can tell it's intact. The seal is intact. Oh, and Jeffrey and David were both telling me that, yeah, the guy was the Red Sox. You were right on that. And thank you also for typing in there, Jeffrey, who hit in that break, because I'm sure somebody at some point will probably ask us that, and I would probably not remember it. So it's always good to have it typed in the chat for future reference. Oi. Stang Lover says, of course it was the Twins because he had the Twins in the last break. Oh, man, I'm sorry. That is not fun. Oh, but that's fun. We got a Joe Theismann autograph football. Nice. Same rules, kids. Goes to current team if an active player, team they played for the longest if retired. And this is in there in such a way that I'm going to have to do this. Otherwise, we can't really see the autograph, I don't think. Now you can see it better. So there's your Joe Theismann autograph. He's got an inscription on there, 1983 NFL MVP. His number is on there. It's a very nice looking signature on that ball for the Joe Theismann headed to the Washington Redskins. So I like that. I'm digging that. And I don't know. It doesn't go back in there very well, but it's in there. That is your TriStar hologram authentication, which is the other thing I was looking for. This is a generic TriStar authentication. It's not specific to that item, but of course it will be included. And then this is just a generic little card talking about it. But there is Joe Theismann headed to the Washington Redskins. Congratulations to the Redskins. All right, now we have got an unpaid team, as you know, coming up in this next break. And I have an offer at the moment of $15 for the Detroit Tigers, which is in this case coming up of Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition. So that's where we sit right now. If anybody else is interested in picking up the Detroit Tigers, it's a speak now or forever hold your peace kind of moment, because I'm about to let them go on down the road here at $15, assuming, of course, that you still want them, which hopefully you do. So, yeah. Are you still in there, David, on the Tigers? If you are still with us and still want them, will you please jump in here and let me know in chat, please, sir? You are still here and you do still want them. Okay, very good. So let me get them canceled out on eBay. I am going to... Oh, all right, Jeffrey's up to 18 there. So we are currently at 18 for the Tigers in the case break that's coming up. So while you guys are talking about that for a minute, I'm going to get us buttoned up here on eBay and get it all closed out there. At least I think I am, if eBay will cooperate. There we go. Got that done. Okay. All right, so David, you're in then at... All right, so wait a minute. Jeffrey's saying, David, you can have it. So, David, they're yours. So I'm going to go ahead and update the spreadsheet, and I will go ahead and type this in here one more time, in case, just so you don't have to scroll back up through it. This is the email that I use for PayPal. I don't check correspondence here, but I do use it for PayPal. So if you wouldn't mind shooting that over, then I am going to get this updated here to show that they are yours. All right. Very good. So we got that done. Thank you for picking that up. Thank you, everybody, for picking up our orphan teams tonight. You guys know I always appreciate the assists there when we get stuck with these unpaid items. All right, so yeah, we just talked about this. We've talked about this a couple of times now. I'm going to guess everybody's up to speed. If you're not, please take a minute. Look at the information that you see there on the screen. Hit me up with any questions. I'm not going to verbally roll through it again since we've done it twice here in pretty rapid succession. This is a 20-box case of 2020 Archive Signature Series Active Player Edition. And this is our first break of this because, of course, it just came out today, Wednesday, the 29th of January. We've got team names on one side, winning bidders across from. The Detroit Tigers, of course, were unpaid by our eBay bidder, and they have been kindly picked up here by David on a, I call them a second chance offer. It's basically a pickup via chat. But either way, that's just to make sure I know what's going on when the time comes. So David, as soon as you give us the thumbs up that you are good to go, then we will be rolling on down the road. Actually, we can start getting these out of here anyway at the moment. Oh, sorry, I typed it in there. If you just look up about 3 or 4, maybe 5 comments up, let's see. It should be like right up there. Do you see it up there? I can type it in again in just a second if you don't see it. Just let me get these out of here first. Oh, Terry did it. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. And Stang Lover, too. Thank you both for the assist while I am extracting our 20 boxes. So most of you have probably opened this product before, but on the off chance that you haven't, it's a cool product. It is 1 card per box, and it's an encased card, meaning it's in a one-touch. And of course it's autographed. And they're buyback cards, so that's fun. And they also have, I'm going to get all the plastic off first. They've also added this year dual autograph cards for the first time. We haven't had those in here before as an option. So we've got a lot of potential fun waiting for us in our case here. J. Allen, you need the Phillies and the Royals. Stang Lover needs the Reds, the Indians, and the Cardinals. All right. I'll try to work some mojo on that for each of you. And James, hey James, I just saw you in chat. I'm scrolling back up to see what all I missed when I was working on this other stuff. Have not seen James in chat in a while. You are looking for Mitch Garver. All right. Very specific. We're going to try to get the mojo flowing for you, too. J. Ellen, I know you need your Phillies and Royals, so we will work on that as well. And Jeffrey, thank you also, of course, for your willingness to jump in there on our unpaid team, too. And it was also very gracious of you to give it over to David. So you guys both are appreciated. Hopefully we'll have some luck. That's the next part. This next step in the equation, isn't it? Now making it pay off. David, you got it covered. All right, my friend. Thank you much. Appreciate you. Oh, James, that's a lot of pressure, man. He says I always hit for him, so he's not worried. But now that's so much pressure. Oh, man. All right. I'm feeling the burn on it, but I'm going to do my best. All right. Last plastic off. Let's see what we have got. Our first card out is for my Cincinnati Reds. Yay. So if you have the Reds tonight, good news. Eugenio Suarez is our first hit out. Bad news, he had to have shoulder surgery, injured himself swimming, of all things. That is numbered to 99, Cincinnati Reds and Eugenio Suarez. All right, next up, we have a little blue chip insert here. Where's our number? Oh, it's up here at the top. It's a 1 of 1. Woohoo! Up there in the upper right-hand corner. And this is Austin Meadows, 1 of 1 Tampa Bay Rays. Stang Lover says it's a good thing Suarez signed the card before he hurt his shoulder. Yeah, I guess. Here's another 1 of 1. This is for the Texas Rangers. It is Senshu Chu, and it's on Fire. I always like the card set Fire. I always liked that card set, so that's a nice looking card. For the Rangers, being a 1 of 1, Looking at a little Gypsy Queen next with Mike Clevenger for the Indians. It is numbered to 27. You'll see it in that upper left-hand corner for the Indians on a Gypsy Queen. Carlos, you've got the Cubs and the Yankees. All right, we'll work on that for you too then. Travis Shaw, that is numbered to 17. Milwaukee Brewers. And on Archives. Or is that here? No, that's Archives. Or is that Heritage? Why can't I remember what our products look like from the first of the year? That's Heritage. All right, it is Christian Vasquez for the Red Sox, numbered to 99. And that, of course, is out of the flagship Series 1. From Allen and Genter, we have a Minnesota Twin. Sure enough, numbered to 50. It is Max Kepler. So it's not Mitch Garver, but will you take Max Kepler? Jake Bowers, that is numbered to 23. This is out of Heritage Minor League, but Jake Bowers is the Indians. From Bowman, it is Bobby Bradley. The Indians are on fire tonight. That is numbered to 99. Michael Chavis, another one for the Red Sox, to 99. This is also from Bowman. Followed by the Detroit Tigers. Yay, we did get one for you. Numbered to 49. There's Lugo for the Tigers out of Series 2. Ooh, Garrett Cole as a Pirate. 1 of 1 Garrett Cole as a Pirate on opening day card set. That's pretty sweet. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that very much. Pittsburgh Pirates. Nice hit with the Garrett Cole 1 of 1. And Fuego is right. You know, that's so funny, Stang Lover. I started to say that about the Indians, and I thought, well, I'm not going to say that. But that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I almost said it. I was within 0.5 of a second of saying it and decided, no, I'd sound stupid. But, yeah, I was thinking it. Here is a 1 of 1 for the Rockies with Nolan Arenado. This is on a home run challenge card. We're going to assume it's unscratched. Yeah, it is. And that would have been out of either Series 1 or 2. Okay, on down the road we go. Hunter Dozier to 99. Kansas City Royals from Bowman. We do think alike. You're totally right. So, Jay Allen, you had the Royals, right? So, didn't that one go into your tally? The Blue Jays have Rowdy Tellez, because we haven't seen enough of his autographs in the last year. That's numbered to 33, and it's out of Series 2. That was a little sarcasm. Yeah. And here comes the Kansas City Royals again. Whit Merrifield, numbered to 24. This looks like it's out of Stadium Club. So KC gets another one. And the Pirates get another one. Corey Dickerson. Corey is numbered to 54. So the Pirates are pulling cards for guys that are gone. But hey, that's all right. When one's Garrett Cole, especially. Diamondbacks, Patrick Corbin. Oh, we're getting some nice pitcher hits tonight, aren't we? Numbered to 34. Patrick Corbin when he was still a Diamondback. Next to last, another Cincinnati Red, and it's Joey Votto, 1 of 1. Oh, I'm jealous over that now. I am. I was a little jealous over the Suarez. I'm like super jealous. I'm very jelly over the Votto 1 of 1. All right, last box brings us, the rookie Keston Hiura for the Milwaukee Brewers, numbered to 83, I think that says up there, and that's from Bowman. So Keston Hiura, he was good as rookie year. I think he's going to get even better, so that's a little investment piece perhaps for the Brewers. All right, kids, let's review. Let's recap. The Minnesota Twins, numbered to 50, have Max Kepler. And then we have the Vasquez to 99 for the Red Sox. The Brewers and Travis Shaw, numbered to 17. The Indians, numbered to 27 with Mike Clevenger. Nolan Arenado for the Rockies, which is a nice hit, and it is a 1 of 1. The Garrett Cole as a Pirate, which is very probably almost my favorite. If we hadn't hit the Votto, that is a 1 of 1 for the Pirates. Keston Hiura, numbered to 83, Milwaukee Brewers. Lugo comes out for the Tigers, numbered to 49. There is Mr. Joey Votto, 1 of 1, Cincinnati Reds out of Bowman Platinum, and I like that card very much. Patrick Corbin, back when he was still a Diamondback, numbered to 34, headed to Arizona. Corey Dickerson, Pittsburgh Pirates, numbered to 54. Headed to the Red Sox, you have a little Michael Chavis, that one numbered to 99. Sensu Chu, 1 of 1 for the Texas Rangers. Kansas City Royals have Whit Merrifield, numbered to 24. And then we have Austin Meadows, 1 of 1 for the Tampa Bay Rays. Rowdy Tellez and the Blue Jays, numbered to 33. Bobby Bradley. Bobby is numbered to 99. That is, of course, also the Indians. Jake Bowers, this is on Heritage Minor League. It's numbered to 23, but that, of course, also is going to be the Indians. Eugenio Suarez, Cincinnati Reds, to 99. And another one for the Kansas City Royals, it is Hunter Dozier, numbered to 99. All right, that's the break. That's the recap. I am going to put up spreadsheet information here one more time. If you missed it earlier, it's going to come your way again right now, both what we're breaking in the days ahead, as well as your anticipated shipping dates for what we just broke. All right, so archive signature will be on the way by Saturday, probably sooner, won't be later. If you didn't pull a card in archive signature, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it. Always that way when it's a paid shipping break. If you were in one of the memorabilia breaks and you were lucky enough to hit one of the autographed baseballs or the autographed football, you can expect that to ship no later than a week from today, Wednesday, the 5th of February. If you got skunked in one of the memorabilia breaks, well, you can, usually your consolation card will go out with your next package because it's a free shipping break. But you can send me a message and say, hey, I want it right now. I'll put it in a plain white envelope, put a stamp on it, and send it your way if that's the case. Just reach out and let me know. I do keep track of it for rolling 90 days, by the way. So tomorrow night, we're going to be opening Contenders Football by the full case. Veteran Base does not ship in that break, and I believe that's my last case of Contenders Football, I think. I always say I think because sometimes I find them buried. On Friday, it is a Leaf autographed baseball bat, another case of what we just broke, Archive Signature Series Active Player. And then we're going to open some Crown Royal basketball. That's its release day on Friday. It is a 16-box case quantity, but it is 8 from one case and 8 from another case because that's how they're coming to me. One distributor's giving me a half case, another distributor's giving me a half case, and then I've got some full cases to go with them, of course. On Saturday, we're going to open a pair of Leaf autographed multi-sport jerseys. Spots are sold by the first letter of the last name. They are all listed in the football category. A single box of 2016 black gold football and a 12-box case of Leaf metal draft baseball. Both Sunday and Monday will be off nights. And that has got us wrapped up for tonight. So as always, I thank you for being here and participating in the break and chatting and hanging out with me and picking up our unpaid orphan teams. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your night. And if I don't see you again tomorrow, come back and see me again sometime soon. I like having the company, you know. So until next time, we'll see you then. Bye.